Hi everyone, Regan here. Welcome to your herd. Today I am answering questions and I'm reacting to some comments since I only got 3 questions. I don't think that'll take me 3 minutes to answer, but here it goes. The Journeyman says, a beautiful video, thank you so much. You are welcome. I'm glad you liked it so much. St. Karimo, is that Saint Karimo? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Says, thank you, this makes me feel a lot better about myself. Good. We need to feel better. We need to feel better about ourselves. If I can talk today. Art Ball gave a beautiful poem. Says, sometimes I don't know, perhaps it's only me. Why am I standing here when I can glide into a tree? Sometimes I don't know if it's right or doing wrong, and it's clear that I am singing an independent song. Oftentimes, as in my youth, I was with me, wishing not for a friend, but for the leaves. That was beautiful, thank you. Lakasuo. I am so sorry if I'm mispronouncing this, you guys. Says, made me cry. I hope those were happy tears. Gannon Wild says, I wonder how did you come up with these words? Actually, I feel it's hard to appreciate an INTP if people are not one themselves. They won't be true understanding of us. Many of our characters are not really so human. Thanks though, I cried too. Well, yeah, you can't really blame authors for their way of interpretation because some of them just use the MBTI without knowing an actual person who has that personality. And, you know, that causes a disconnect. It's a little difficult to relate to a character who isn't actually based off of an actual person. Oh my gosh. THIJS Jong says, INTPs are looking for the blind spot. The possibility that the train is running smoothly, that's what everybody else thinks, on the wrong track, the devil's advocate. We sometimes feel like aliens, but we are the most likely to cause a paradigm shift when a dead end is evident. We seem unproductive, but we are often working to find a new perspective when others take knowledge for granted. When we worked it out, we like to share. That's good that you guys like to share because sometimes everybody's afraid to say what's staring them in the face. And causing that paradigm shift is really important in society because it helps us get to the next level. Adrian Tamoli says, what's your MBTI type? Thanks. I got a lot of those questions. I am an ENFJ. I'm very much an extrovert and I'm not afraid to be a dork sometimes. Abdallah Al-Hossani says, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome. Breaking the Masks, forgive me, I don't cuss. Says, good heavens, right in the fey. Why are my eyes wet? That's illogical. I'm very fey-based, so yeah, crying comes naturally. Henny Yulianti says, thank you. I hope all people around me can say something like you said too. I'm really touched. Not a lot of people are open about talking about personalities and appreciating differences and similarities in relationships. It can be kind of difficult to bring that up without A, offending somebody, or B, revealing innermost parts of yourself. You know, it's a very vulnerable place to be. Maskatu009 says, yeah, I want to thank you too. You're such a girly girl and a cutie cute. Well, thanks. Resitawa says, that's what I needed my mommy to tell me when I was a kid. Darn you, mommy. Joking aside, it's frustrating when your ability is not appreciated in most of society. Give us unconditional love and show us empathy. In return, we will flourish and radiate beyond your imagination. That is true for everybody. Just gotta start with you first. You go to your sibling, you go to your parents, you go to your spouse, your kids, whoever, and you just show them love for who they are and don't expect them to be somebody else. I know it sounds simple, but it takes a lot of practice. KJ always says, thank you for being you with your compassionate and kindness for making this video. I needed to hear this today. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad it brightened your day. Captain Napalm says 5 says, it's an ISTP, thank you for the video. You're welcome. Gray Label says, you are dangerous. Okay. Hopefully not too dangerous. Kin Layson says, oh my word, that was so beautiful, thanks. I instantly knew you were an ENFJ. Your fadum is pretty obvious. I wear it on my shoulder. I'm not ashamed. We got any questions here? Oh, this one's a good one. You said a lot of we and us. The reality is most people see us as unsocial, slow, due to not talking a lot, lazy, bored, and weird, from Danny Woods. Maybe that's just my experience, but it's nice to hear some people take the time to understand and appreciate us, so thanks. That's me referring to the community as a whole. That's not just, you know, me being the royal we. This is the community that I'm trying to build, and I'm hoping that everybody who follows, subscribes, watches our videos, whatever, you know, they're inspired to look at others and appreciate them as they are right now. Okay, here we go with some questions. Name a movie, book, or video game that had a butterfly effect on your life, and please share why or what the effect was. Made you a friend, made you choose a career or travel destination. From Baja Bug 1303. I'd have to say the Jackrabbit effect and Portal to Genius probably had the biggest effect on my life, because it created the portal to where I actually met my husband, and it's kind of how we built our family and our lives. The basics of that book are that there are no such thing as coincidences and only opportunities. And yeah, those of you who have seen my vlog, the Manifestation Chronicles, it's a test video, so it's awful, but it tells the story of how my husband and I met, and, you know, the whole circumstances that led up to us being married. It's a really incredible story. I highly recommend you listening to that and ignoring all the mistakes that I made in that. Tina Marie Zylkowski says, I'm going to make a video. I hope it's inspirational and uplifting. Again, I'm sorry if I butcher this. Seagrain Classics says, what's your favorite thing to do on the weekend? I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I have no weekend. No, I'm kidding. My favorite things to do? Oh, goodness. I love to draw. I actually draw a lot of really nerdy stuff. Ponies and kitties and all that. I love to read books. I love to play with my kids. And I love to go to church on Sundays. It's where my friends are, and I love hanging out with family as well, extended family. I think there's another one. There we go. Breaking the Masks. I love that username. That's really cool. Asks, what first got you interested in personality research? Or I'm guessing that is personality. And have you found any other related theories, subjects, typing methods, etc. that have helped build your understanding of not just your own personality, but be better able to assess and relate to others? Stay awesome. You stay awesome. What first got me interested in personality? I'd have to say when I started writing books, I wanted to make characters who were relatable and real life, and I was noticing the biggest difference in my life when I started writing was between me and my sister. She was fire, I was water. She was very bold in her movements. She's very adventurous. She wasn't afraid to get dirty. I was also not afraid to get dirty, but in a different kind of way, more of a get into the really deep, messy, emotional topics when I was talking. Just watching that difference made me want to understand human nature more and be able to appreciate her for who she was and myself for who I was without any prejudices. Have I found any other related theories, subjects, typing methods, etc. that have helped build my understanding? Sort of. I've done a lot of research. I've done a lot of research into color theory, which I think is semi-accurate. I see a lot of, when I did the test, I got a lot of blue mixed with red. It was like almost 50-50 with a little dash of white in there and no yellow. But yeah, that switched a lot as I grew up. I found I've got a lot more yellow now, and my red is starting to outgrow my blue, I think. But that's helped me understand a little bit. I think the problem with 4 options, though, is that it's too broad. It's too general. You get like a general gist of what the person is, but it doesn't get into the meat of what makes you you. MBTI is a little bit deeper. It's more accurate in my experience. But again, you know, everybody is an individual. You still have, it's like a starting point. It's a starting point to understanding people. Another method that I'm just getting into right now is the Enneagram. It's touch and go. I still don't quite understand it all yet. But that's kind of helped me understand. I'm a 4-wing 3, I guess, which means I like to be in other worlds, which explains why I like to do geeky drawings. All right, I think that wraps everything up. Thank you guys so much for commenting and for all your questions, and thank you for being so supportive. I'm really glad that these have been so well received. You guys are amazing, and thank you for being you.